Thanksgiving Day here at Dunaway Field at Dover High School and the Somersworth Hilltoppers, rather, in the Dover Greenway Gym. And I'm Pete Barker along with Jim Fabiano. And glad to be bringing you this game on a chilly Thanksgiving morning on Channel 12. And the first one I've done here in quite a while, Jim. And you've seen Somersworth this year. You've seen Dover, obviously, two teams that last year played a tight game here, 12-6 Somersworth, both coming off excellent seasons. What do you look for right now?
Pete, you're going to see an exciting game between these two teams. They're both equally balanced. They're both going to depend upon their defense. Keep your eye on, for Dover, their quarterback, Jason Hamlet. He does everything, number 27. And then also Kevin Hebert. He's the workhorse there, needs some yardage. He can get it for you. Also, he's a heavy guy, 190 pounds, and when he gets going, he's hard to bring down. So it should be an exciting ball game, Pete.
Well, obviously, I think one of the emphasis for these teams has been on the fact that Somersworth may have the biggest line in history in the annals of high school football. I'm not sure if that's true. In the state of New Hampshire, I'm not sure if that's true, but certainly in recent years, we don't know of anybody from tackle to tackle or from end to end that has a line that way. What is the size factor going to do?
Well, I think it's well over 1,000 pounds in their weight, the meat factor there. And this is what has Coach Osborne a little concerned, the line. Somersworth has at least 50 to 75 pounds per man, so it's going to be tough. But the kids are tough. You got two good coaches in both Osborne and Jim Keys, and they'll both do a good job up there.
Certainly right about that. A wind chill factor here. I don't know. What about the wind? You think that may have any effect on the passing tee, or are both teams going to go on the ground?
Well, they both hope to keep the ball, and this is the strategy of the game plan by Jim Keys. He wants to keep control of that ball. As long as he has the ball, as you know, Dover can't score. And it's the same game plan by Osborne. He wants to control the ball, keep it on the ground. But both teams are capable of passing that for long yardage.
Well, they're introducing, I believe, some seniors here at Dunaway Fields. The crowd is filing in. Of course, this is the second year of this game. The Dover High School Athletic Boosters Club, I believe, you probably know more about that than I do, is use this as sort of a fundraiser to help pay off for, what is it, this is Tsunami Club, I believe?
You're right.
They're trying to pay off the new bleachers across the way.
A great job done by Phil Wilson. He was the quarterback of that team, raised a lot of money, and I think it's one of the finest outlets now in the whole state of New Hampshire. Great looking bleachers, and the lights are second to none. Did a nice job on this field. And as you say, this is going to be a traditional game. They had a 2-year contract. This is the last of the 2 years. They hope to continue this. It all depends upon the school board of both Dover and Somersworth. Last year's score was in favor of Somersworth. They beat them 12-6. A great, exciting ball game, and we expect the same thing today, Pete.
Now, you might take a little bit of a look at these teams' respective seasons. Obviously, Dover 5-5, Division II playoff semi-finalists, lost to Londonderry 12-0 after beating Timberlane 16-6 to get into the playoffs in that fourth and final slot. And of course, the Somersworth Toppers under Jim Keys had won 3 championships in a row. This year fell 2-point shot to Plymouth by a score of 20-18, and obviously the players come in looking at this as a game. It's going to be the last game of their careers for the seniors, who have certainly done well over the past several years. And you mentioned one of the toughest runners has got to be in Division IV. 891 yards. We found as Kevin Hebert, as you mentioned. I mean, Kevin Hebert has had a heck of a season, and the other hand,